In 10 years in business, 10 questions. Lindsay, go.
What advice would you give to your 10-year-old self?
It'd be not to panic when things go wrong.
I would say to me, probably, it'll be okay.
It'll be fine.
Best work memory since Superfly started?
I feel like getting the office together, that was good. That was really exciting. That was ages ago. That was right at the start.
For me, it's probably playing Hearthstone.
On lunchtime.
Yeah.
Not high pressure days, were they?
Perfect
beer companion?
It's a good question, but not really one I
We don't drink beer, so...
I don't drink beer, so
that's an issue.
Probably you.
It's beautiful.
Tell us something that nobody knows about you, or few people know.
I've been in bands for years, and in my early 20s, I went on a small tour with a metal band who had Neil Buchanan from Art Attack as the guitarist.
Yeah, I've done some gaming YouTube stuff. I had a channel called Gaming Life.
Which you sold for a lucrative...
Yeah, sold it for a bit. Nothing's happened with it, so it's just kind of dead, which is weird.
Worst work memory since Superfly started?
I don't know if we can say.
Yeah, it depends what I'm allowed to say, to be fair. I think the hardest thing has been people leaving. Because if someone leaves, it creates a hole in the business anyway that you need to fill. So someone needs to do it, or we need to step in. I think there's been times as well where some clients have had really unreasonable expectations and called at horrible hours in the day, expecting things to get done within hours when it's humanly impossible for that to be done. But those worst memories, I feel like we've put things in place to try and stop them from happening now. It's like it's like a leaky bucket. You just putting plasters over these different kind of holes to stop them from happening.
Yeah.
So you falsify the bucket.
Yeah, I would say the same. The same two things. I think they're a constant learning lesson, aren't they? You try and improve from those things, or realise whether maybe we've made mistakes as well, or things we could have done to do things better.
Yeah.
It's all a learning lesson. It's all a learning curve, I think.
So who's an ideal client that you'd like to work for?
I would love a client where I'm really passionate about the product or the service itself. And I think we have kind of got that with the new branding with the arena. So something in music or something music industry related, but I've been in the music industry and I know that there's not that much money in it, especially now.
I'd love to work on a game or something gaming related or tech related, I think would be really cool. I think some tech marketing stuff's great. So that probably would be more interesting, to be fair.
Top bucket list item?
With the band we did well, but I always wanted to play Download Festival. I still think it's a possibility, you never know.
I don't really have a bucket list, to be honest. It'd be more like travelling and stuff, places I want to go, things I want to see, more than that.
Tell me about a new skill that you'd like to learn.
A new skill. I'm the least DIY person ever. So I'd like to become better at building stuff and doing things around the house and being able to put up a shelf. It sounds ridiculous, but I can't even really do that.
Yeah.
Tell me about your best personality feature.
Fucking hell.
God. I think being analytical for me is pretty good. Yeah, it has its downsides. I think I look at things almost too practically sometimes, which is great. In some circumstances, I can see through the emotional side of it, but then that also has its downsides because I can see through the emotional side of it, and sometimes I don't see the emotional side of it.
Yes. I feel like I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I will see the emotional side too much and not see it from a top-down view. I'm seeing it from a off the bottom ground view. I don't worry a lot, but then when I don't try and really worry about very much, really. Sometimes that is actually a bad thing because things I should worry about, I don't worry about. But then I think when stuff happens in the business, I kind of hyper internalize it, like for maybe a short blast, and then move on.
What career did you hope to have as a child?
I wanted to be originally I wanted to be a journalist in games journalism specifically. That was always like my thing.
I don't really know. I honestly had no idea. I just kind of did what I was good at school, kind of. I really enjoyed history, but then what? I still like history now, but I don't know what career can you get from doing a history degree. If you end up becoming a journalist, probably it has something to do with writing. But yeah, as a kid, I had no idea. Didn't really think about that, to be fair. It was more about playing with like Mighty Max and playing on my Mega Drive. Is that it?
That's the 10.
That's the 10. It's the big 1-0.
10 questions, 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Next year we can do 11.
Cheers. Be a companion.
Yeah.
That's all right, isn't it?